Good morning, everyone. And here we are, another Friday. So, you know what that means? We get out the Goddess Speak cards, and it is time to do messages from Spirit. I'm just going to put an invitation in here for everyone to join. And there we are. Excuse me just one moment. If you're watching right now, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button or something. Apparently, if I don't do something right away, it will not go live. And it won't let me comment. So anyway, let's just carry on. If something happens, you don't see it here live, I will go in afterwards to the videos and post the link so you get this. And again, it's always on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and you'll get notifications when the new videos are posted. So as always, I'm going to shuffle the deck. And when I feel guided to stop, that's when I will, and choose the top card. All you have to do is intuitively decide if card 1, 2, or 3 is meant for you. And I will reveal the messages on those cards. But don't take off as soon as you hear your message, because I'm going to use all 3 cards to give you an overall reading for all of us for the upcoming week. And while I'm doing this too, I would just like to remind you that March 7th, that's a Saturday, here in Marmora, the Women in Wellness Expo will be carrying on. Only this year we're going to be located at the Royal Canadian Legion, which is on 6 North Hastings Street, or the corner of Matthews Street and North Hastings Street. And we have a nice big sign out on the fence right now, lots of parking. It's a free event. Come in and see what some of the women in business and the wellness department have to offer you. Myself and another one will be there doing readings. I'll have my books for sale, plus a few other items. There's going to be someone talking about aromatherapy and reflexology, someone there even with loose teas and talking about tea parties. Of course, we got beautiful crystal jewelry, someone else doing sound, shamanic practitioners. It's a great time to come in and casually look around, listen to some speakers, enter draws for door prizes at every table. It's a great time. All right, top card, card number 1. Card number 2. How does that feel for you? And finally, card number 3. I'm going to hold those up one more time in case you're in doubt, or if you're like me, you want to kind of feel all 3 cards. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Are you ready? All right. For all of those who chose card number 1, it is the Mother, and it says partnership. Now, partnership applies to a lot of things, but sometimes in a relationship, it's a partnership, right? Business, there's partnerships. With our friends, there's partnerships. What I'm being directed in this case to be saying, regardless of where that person is, whoever chose this card is in a situation this week where you will succeed if you allow yourself to choose someone else or to accept a partnership with someone. You don't have to do everything by yourself. The main message is for those of you who chose this that tend to think, I can do it all, I don't need any help, or I'm not going to bother anybody. But yet you've got someone who's offering to help you with the task at hand. Or you're in a situation, even when you're in a marriage or have a life partner, sometimes you think, well, I don't want to bother them. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. No, they want to be included. They want to help you. They want to be part of the project you're doing. So whether it's to do with your personal life, or if you're in an organization, or even at work, this is the time when you need to set your own ego aside, thinking you need to do it all yourself, or that you're saving everyone else the problem and burden of it. You don't need to do that. There are people that are there, that are willing to help, and that actually want to help you. So allow that to happen, okay? The next one, those who chose card number 2, you have the Maiden, and that card is uncertainty. It's like you're standing at the cusp of something and you're just don't seem to be able to make up your mind. You're being told that that's okay, that this week is about making some changes, and you're uncertain about those because there's different things coming into your life that you haven't either had to deal with before, or the way that you have dealt with things in the past isn't going to work this time, or may not work this time. So you have some hesitation there. You're kind of a little bit nervous of stepping into whatever that is ahead of you. But they're saying it's okay, that this is a time of uncertainty, but you have to trust your intuition and go with the flow, go with it. We don't always have all the answers. And this is one of those times when you don't have it right in black and white in front of you. And you're going to have that feeling of uncertainty of, I'm not sure I'm making the right choice. Am I making a mistake? Or something's presented itself that I wasn't planning on, and it's causing this feeling of uncertainty. That's all right. Again, being reminded that it's part of your course, it's part of your path. And it just means that maybe this is the time that when you feel that uncertainty about something, just stop, evaluate. What's your intuition telling you about this? Do you have a good vibe about going one way and not the other? Do you, it's just time to kind of bring a balance in, to look at all of the options that are there to help you make your decisions. So it's like, don't rush into it. This feeling of uncertainty is there to actually help guide you and to make a decision for the higher good. Those that chose card number 3 is also the Maiden, and it says changeable. See a theme going here with everybody. Changeable. So because it's a Maiden, if you think of that Maiden energy where everything's new to us when we're children, we're learning, we're experimenting, we are not afraid to try new things because we haven't learned yet what the consequences of doing certain things are yet. It is reminding you to be open, to be changeable, that there are things happening that are coming into your life that for your higher good, if you choose the kind of the path less traveled, or one you wouldn't normally, and allow yourself to be changeable, to kind of mold to what's going on. It doesn't mean that you give in to something that's terrible or whatever, but this is a time to kind of set ego aside, so that you're not giving in to old ways and being stuck somewhere. Just because you've always done something a certain way doesn't mean that it's the right way to do something. So I'm going to put all 3 of these together now, because it seems like we all have a common thread here today. Remember, number 1 was the mother, and remember, she's the one who knows how to get things working, and it's about partnership. So that's the main thing for our reading. Card number 2 was the Maiden energy, and that was telling us there's going to be uncertainty. Card number 3 was also the Maiden, changeable. So what kind of a mess have we got ourselves into for this week? Well, Again, the center is about partnership. And as I said before, that's reminding us that we don't have to do everything by ourselves. So if you're feeling uncertainty is going to come out of that, you're not sure what direction to take. And I think we're also knowing that to make things succeed, we have to allow ourselves to be changeable. And being changeable, the main thing is to allow other people to help us. It could be just a simple matter of, I'm feeling overwhelmed from all this uncertainty. You need someone to talk it out with. Not to make up your mind for you necessarily, but to just so you can vent, so that you can express these feelings to someone. And so that could be meeting with a friend for coffee. It could be someone had mentioned an idea to you and you remember it, so you think, I'm going to reach out to them, see how they handle this situation. Is there some way I can use that wisdom in my own situation right now? To be okay with this feeling of uncertainty, because it's just a way of telling me to look for other ways of doing things, to allow myself to be changeable. It's okay to change the way things go. And as we go through life, we realize that the old ways don't always work now. So perhaps if you're planning an event, maybe it's time to change it up a bit if it's not working out as good as you want. Be okay with that. Even in your home, is there a different way of doing things? At work, perhaps I need to shuffle things around as much as I can to make things more productive. So this is a week of being open to allow other people to help you, to bring them into your ideas, to recognize that this will also bring you're uncertain about how things are going to go, but you need to be willing to change up things in order for things to work for the higher good. Well, let's see what kind of week we have. It'd be interesting to hear. And until Monday, when we come back for morning meditation, I'll see you then.